trust arrangement, a trustee holds title but the beneficiary, the owner, retains control and full ownership rights of the property. The beneficiary's ownership interest in the trust is considered personal property and can be transferred to someone else by assignment, a simpler transaction than a sale. A living trust is created during the grantor's lifetime. A testamentary trust is created at the grantor's demise. Why would an owner or partners want to put a second home into a land trust? Privacy. The trust documents are not public records, unlike property deeds. Protection of other assets. A judgment against one of the beneficiaries does not result in a lien on the real estate held in trust, an important consideration for partners. Estate planning. Generally, the interest in the trust can pass to the designated heir without going through probate, an advantage for out-of-state property owners, particularly if the owner has several properties in different states. There are, however, no particular federal estate tax advantages. Disposing of a partial interest. A trust ownership interest can be assigned or sold without a transfer of deed. An experienced trust attorney should be consulted in order to create the necessary documents and assist with the transfer of assets to the trust. A common mistake is for a property owner to go through the steps of creating the trust on paper but fail to transfer the assets to it. Also, high-pressure sale of living trusts is sometimes a scam. Unscrupulous salespeople, frequently targeting elderly consumers, charge thousands of dollars for what amounts to a packet of pre-printed forms. A land trust arrangement is a legal and financial structure in which ownership of real property, land and sometimes buildings, is transferred to a trust, typically for the purpose of protecting the property, providing privacy, or achieving specific estate planning or tax-related goals. In a land trust arrangement, there are typically three key roles. Trustee. The trustee is a third party, often a person or an organization, responsible for holding and managing the property on behalf of the trust. The trustee's primary duty is to follow the terms and instructions outlined in the trust agreement. They have a fiduciary duty to act in the best interests of the beneficiaries of the trust. Beneficiary. The beneficiary is the individual or entity that benefits from the land trust arrangement. Beneficiaries can include property owners, investors, or individuals with specific interests in the property. Beneficiaries may receive income generated by the property, tax benefits, or other advantages, depending on the trust's purpose. Grantor. The grantor is the person or entity that transfers ownership of the property into the trust. Once the property is in the trust, the grantor no longer holds direct ownership but may retain certain rights or benefits, depending on the trust's terms. Here are some common reasons for using a land trust arrangement. Privacy. Land trusts can provide a level of anonymity for property owners, as the trust's beneficiaries are not typically disclosed in public records. This can be beneficial for individuals or entities who value privacy. Estate planning. Land trusts can be used as part of an estate planning strategy to facilitate the transfer of real estate to heirs, minimize probate proceedings, and potentially reduce estate taxes. Asset protection. Some individuals or entities use land trusts to protect their real estate assets from potential creditors or legal liabilities. Placing property in a trust can make it more challenging for creditors to seize the property. Real estate investment. Real estate investors may use land trusts to hold and manage properties, allowing for easier transfer of ownership and management changes without the need for public record updates. Management and succession. Land trusts can facilitate the organized management and succession of properties by specifying how the property should be managed and who the beneficiaries will be in the future. It's important to note that the specifics of land trust arrangements can vary significantly based on local laws, trust agreements, and individual circumstances. Additionally, land trusts are not available or suitable in all jurisdictions or for all purposes, so consulting with legal and financial professionals experienced in real estate and trust law is essential when considering such arrangements.